Hey everyone, as always, welcome back to the channel. Delighted to have you here. In this video, I want to share with you how I went from being able to do 0 double unders to doing over 300 in a row using just a basic PVC rope. When I first started learning double unders, geez, did I find them extremely difficult. I was jumping so high off the ground, landing on the ground with so much force. I was spinning the rope by swinging my arms. I just couldn't get the rhythm down, the timing, my body form. Too many things were off. Eventually I got to the point where I could do a couple of reps, but the form was not good. And I was practicing so often, I was so keen to learn how to do them, that I actually hurt my back a little bit in the process. And at that time when I was learning how to do double unders, I was watching footage of other people online. One person in particular, Dave Hunt, who you might be familiar with that name. He is the creator of cross rope jump ropes. So I haven't actually used a cross rope jump rope, but he's the creator of the rope. And back then, I used to watch videos of him doing amazing feats with double unders, for example, doing hundreds of them in a row. So I was watching him thinking to myself, if someone can do that many double unders in a row, if I put in some practice and patience, surely I should be able to do at least to the best of my ability. Once I was able to do 100 in a row, I even started increasing the difficulty. For example, I started using 2 jump ropes to do double unders, to do 100 double unders in a row, which you're seeing on the screen. I even did 3 jump ropes at the same time doing 100 double unders. And I was trying to teach someone how to do double unders, and at that time they felt their body weight was a little bit heavy, and that was preventing them from learning. I was messaging the person online. So what did I do? I filled up a bag with weight that would bring my body weight to the same weight as this person, and I was still able to do 100 double unders. I wasn't doing that to be brash or to brag, but just to prove that our mindset can sometimes be limiting. And I want to make a reference to mindset here, because this morning, while drinking some coffee and using YouTube, I was watching a podcast episode with MMA fighters Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch, who I talked about in a previous video. And on their show, they had a guest who's like a sports psychologist. And he mentioned something that I used myself, progressing double unders. So when it comes to learning how to do double unders, technique is really key. With improved technique, you're going to be able to do more double unders in a row. And improved fitness too. Those two together, improved technique, improved fitness, will go a long way to helping get many double unders in a row. So I made a lot of double under tutorial videos on this channel. But then let's say you get to 100 double unders, and now you want to go from maybe 100 to 150 or beyond. Technique, fitness are important, but also so is mindset. In a future video, I'm going to share with you some technique strategies that will be very helpful if you're trying to get your double unders to another level. Let's say you've gotten to a point, let's say you can do, 100, but you're starting to stagnate there. You want to learn how to go past 100. The techniques that I will teach you can be extremely helpful for that, but also mindset. So let's share the clip. It's about a 1-minute clip from the podcast, and then I'm going to share with you afterwards how this relates to doing double unders and how I used a similar strategy several years ago to increase my double under game. All right, see you in a minute.
I think it's a combination of like a number of things, but if I were to talk to somebody that's performing tomorrow, probably one of the best pieces of advice that I can give them is like, okay, so for a wrestler, we have 3 2-minute periods. In college, it's 3-2-2, and in high school, it's 2-2-2. Don't try to win a 6-minute match. Don't try to win a 2-minute period. Win 15 seconds or one position at a time. So if you could focus on winning the position you're in, you focus on winning the next 15 seconds, then you gave your absolute focus and effort in those moments. So you win moments, not matches, right? You win moments, not periods. So for fighters, it's the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. So whether it's a championship fight, whether it's Whaley versus Rose, whether it's, Patricky Pitbull in Ireland beating Peter Queally, whether it's 25 minutes or 15 minutes, don't try to win a 25-minute or 15-minute fight. Win 15 seconds at a time. Reset, refocus, one position at a time. Mm-hmm. Because I would say the majority of the clients that I work with, like, they don't have problems. They're top tier athletes. They're people that just, when they show up, they want to show out. They want to show up, win, bonus. right? There's a big difference between showing up and losing, showing up winning, showing up winning, making 50K.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the idea, is that when you show up, you show out. How do you do that? You make sure that you can give a focused, full effort 15 seconds at a time.
So in that clip, he was making reference to wrestlers and fighters. And he said when he is working with wrestlers or fighters, for example, he doesn't get them to focus too much on the big picture. So let's say, for example, if you have a 5-minute round, instead of thinking, oh, I got to fight for 5 minutes, what he tells his athletes is to just focus on performing well for 15 seconds. And then after that, repeat it again. Focus on another 15 seconds. And then gradually, that clock, that 5-minute timer will ring. Similarly, if you're going for a 25-minute fight, don't think about 25 minutes. Break the fight down maybe into individual rounds, and then even into smaller increments, like 15 seconds. Do 15 seconds, reset, and then begin again. I use this strategy, for example, when I ran my first marathon. 42 kilometers seemed like a long distance, but I broke the race down into kilometers at a time, and then later on in the race, it became much shorter targets, maybe 100 meters or even 50 meters. Towards the very end, it became almost 1 foot in front of the other. But just little small things to focus on, rather than getting overwhelmed by focusing on too many details or too great of a goal. Now, in terms of double unders, how can this be very helpful? So let's say you're trying to do 100 double unders, or maybe you're trying to do 200 double unders. Oftentimes, what people will do is they will count from 1 to 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They'll just continue. But a good strategy is breaking the goal down into smaller chunks. So instead of thinking about the overall target, do 5 repetitions in a row, or aim for 10. Once you do 10, add another 10. So just keep counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then begin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try not to even think about your main target, which could be 100 reps. And this becomes particularly helpful once you get past, let's say, 100 double unders and fatigue begins to set in. You think you can't do any more. But that's often because you're thinking, oh, I want to go to a 200 double unders, but I'm already fatigued at 100. That's not possible. Your mind is starting to kind of give out. Your body's starting to give out. But if you just say, okay, forget 200, I'm going to do 5 double unders. So I get to 105 double unders. When I go there, I'm going to get to another 5 double unders. And keep doing that, and surely you will keep adding double unders to a point, adding double unders where you thought you would no longer be able to do anymore. Break the big goal down into smaller increments. This is especially helpful when you reach fatigue and you think you can't do anymore. Focus on doing maybe 3 double unders, or 5, or even 10. Get that 10, and then just do another 10, or 5, or 3. And over time, you will keep adding more and more double unders to what you thought you couldn't do before. So I hope that little mental tip can be helpful for you in terms of learning double unders, or perhaps even another move. And on this channel, I have a lot of tutorial videos teaching how to learn double unders. More to come. Please check those out. I hope you find them helpful. On the screen right now, there's some warm-up footage from before I started recording today. So I jumped rope for about 10 minutes just warming up. And then I also did some double under work where I was just doing 10 double unders and then skipping, using the boxer skip for about 10 seconds before doing another 10. So I'll put that footage on the screen. And then after that footage, I will put 3 videos on to follow. For example, one where I was wearing a knapsack with weight to do double unders, one where I was doing double unders with 2 ropes. So I hope you enjoyed that footage, and I really hope to see all of you again very soon. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Jump Rope Warriors, I love that Bruce Lee quote, and I thought it was perfect for today's video. As you can see, I have a knapsack with me, and I just put 2 ankle weights inside, each weighing a little over 1.5 kilos. And now I'm putting in 2 1-liter bottles of water, each weighing 1 kilogram. The total weight, including the weight of the bag, is 5.5 kilos, or 12 pounds. I'm doing this is because I have an acquaintance who is struggling to do 100 double unders in a row. This is a goal he has, and he often says if he weighed less, he could do it. He's approximately 12 pounds heavier than me. though he is lean and athletic. So today I decided to finish off my workout with just over 100 double unders in a row while wearing the weighted knapsack. I have no doubt this person will be able to do 100 double unders in a row if he doesn't give up and he continues to practice, and perhaps most importantly, be patient. But if he limits his potential by saying he can't achieve this goal because of his body weight, then he is doing a disservice to himself. So it's the beginning of a new year. Set goals for yourself, believe in yourself. We can do great things. If you have any jump rope goals or personal goals that you want to achieve, or maybe habits that you want to change, please feel free to tell me about them. And also stay tuned to the end of this video where I empty the contents of the bag and I finish with another awesome quote from Bruce Lee. It's going to be a great year, everyone.
As always, I hope you're doing really well wherever you are. I just got finished a short but very intense jump rope workout involving just double unders. I was trying to do several sets of over 200 double unders, and I'll show you footage from one of those sets in just a minute. Earlier today, while drinking some coffee in the morning, I read an article at theartofmanliness.com about how to jump rope like a boxer. And one really cool thing that I read that I haven't heard before was in relation to the former light heavyweight and heavyweight boxing champion, Jack Dempsey. Apparently, he used to jump rope with a clothing line that he soaked in a lubricant oil overnight. And then he, instead of handles, he just tied kind of a circle like that, and he tied the rope together here, and he used that as a handle. So that was an old school jump rope. I thought that was really cool. And it was just a really fantastic jump rope article about the benefits of jumping rope, among other things. And so today when I was doing these double unders, the rope that I use, it's nothing special. It's just a basic PVC rope. It's not a speed rope, but I'm still able to do a lot of double unders in a row. And in the very near future, I'm going to make another very detailed double under tutorial because I've gotten a lot of questions about how to do lots of double unders in a row, or how to do a few double unders and go from doing double unders back to a regular skip. So I'm going to make a real detailed video on that, including breathing techniques and things that you can do to take your double under game to the next level. All right, so I'll leave you with the footage from some footage from today's workout, and I'll add a little bit of commentary. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Hey everyone, so today I did 3 sets of over 200 double unders in each set. This is the final set, and I was just looking at the footage before uploading it, and here I did approximately 240 before the camera froze, and I think I did about 10 more than that. One problem with making videos in the winter time outside is if the weather gets cold, the camera often freezes or powers down. But anyhow, I'll continue making videos and I'll get through it. I just have to kind of stop, let the phone kind of warm up or recharge the battery of the phone. When the weather's really cold, the battery dies really quickly too. So in the near future, I'll make another very detailed double under tutorial, as I'm getting asked about double unders quite a lot. And a few things that I will talk about is feet positioning, arm positioning, hand positioning. One thing, if you really want to do a lot of double unders in a row, there are a few little tricks or techniques that you can use with hands and feet, and I'll cover those. And I'm also going to talk about some breathing techniques. One thing that's really important when you're trying to do a lot of double unders is you want to stay relaxed. It's kind of counterintuitive in the sense that double unders involve a lot of intensity, but you want to keep your body relaxed. So the two kind of things are working against each other. You want to work fast, but at the same time you want to remain relaxed. One thing that a lot of people do when they're doing intense exercise is they often tense their neck. They keep their neck really tight, and what that can do is it can lead to headaches. Some people complain that they get headaches when they do intense exercise, and it's often because they're tensing their neck or they're holding their breath. So those are a few things that you really want to avoid doing. This was a really fantastic workout today. Very short, but very intense. 200 plus double unders is it takes about over approximately 2 minutes or a little bit longer than that. So you're working at a high output for a short period of time, but at the same time 2 minutes is not really that short when you're working at a high intensity.